Are you thinking about relocating to Sarasota? Then this is the video for you to watch. I'm here to tell you why we've been voted the best place in the country to live. I'm here to tell you all about why we have the best beaches and what they're about. And I'm going to tell you about the cost of living in Sarasota. And if you watch to the very end, I'll even give you some tax advantages that you can get by living in Sarasota County. So stay tuned. Now, if you like what you hear at the end of the video, please hit the subscribe button or the thumbs up and let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see, what kind of information about Sarasota you'd like to hear. It will help a lot. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ready? Can we just start off with the best thing about Sarasota? We have 255 days of sun, and we have an average temperature of 72 degrees. That's pretty awesome. We have 40 miles of coastline because we have 6 barrier keys that hug the coast of Sarasota County. And we'll talk about that when we talk about the beaches. But having all that access to waterfront property is one of the many reasons people love to come to Sarasota. So what's so great about Sarasota? Well, number one, our arts and cultural scene. We have an amazing cultural amenities here in our city. We have Sarasota Opera, we have Sarasota Ballet, we have Sarasota Orchestra, we also have a Venice Symphony. Now come theaters, we have the Players Theater, the Florida Theater Company, the West Coast Black Theater Troupe, we have the Venice Theater, the Aslo Theater. So if you like to watch plays or be in plays, you have a chance. Art museums, we have the Sarasota Museum of Contemporary Art, we have the Ringling Museum of Art. We're just 25 minutes from the Dali Contemporary Museum of Art in St. Pete, and their Museum of Art. We have art all around us. We're really known for that. In fact, we have one of the leading College of Art and Design colleges in the country, Ringling College of Art and Design, which was voted by Hollywood Reporter as one of the top 15 film schools in the country. Okay, let's talk schools. We have phenomenal schools, over 86 schools. We have 55 public schools. We have many private schools. We have all the traditional K through 12. We have charter schools. We have schools for students with special needs. We have career institutes that really focus on careers for high school age people and adults. We have a technical high school. We have a ton of private schools, including Cardinal Mooney, Sarasota Christian, Charter Academy. I mean, the list goes on and on. Out of Door Academy. So many schools to choose from in Sarasota that are top-ranked schools. If you're looking for a great place and a great education for your kids, Sarasota has great schools. Okay, I just want to throw in a couple statistics here. We were voted number 2 in the country by Condé Nast Traveler for the best food city. We have amazing restaurants. Thank you, Mediterranean, Italian, and Figaro, French. Some of the most amazing restaurants, authentic food from countries all over the world with just delicious food. Okay, let's go on to parks and beaches. We have over 120 parks in Sarasota County. We have Myakka State Park, over 65 acres of amazing inland grounds where you can see natural flora and fauna, and there's walking paths. We have over 15 miles of walking biking trails called the Legacy Trail, which goes to Venice and is going up through Sarasota. It's amazing, goes straight through the city. And we have the Bay Community Park, which is a 55-acre on the bay community park, which will be to die for once it's complete. Phase 1 is complete, phase 1 of 3. We have the kayak launch, they're rehabbing the whole mangrove groves. We're gonna have 2 pedestrian piers that go out into the bay. Ultimately, we're gonna have a $300 million brand new performing arts center, which will host Broadway shows from New York and state-of-the-art concerts. So Sarasota is on the map to continue its tradition of arts and cultural with that park. But moving on, we have so many parks. And then beaches. We have the top 5 beaches, but I mentioned we have 40 miles of coastline. We have 6 barrier islands, and all of those barrier islands have beaches. Well, of course, the one you've probably heard about is Siesta Key Beach, and the reason is it's got 99% quartz crystal sand. What does that mean? It just means it's really white, it's really fine and powdery, it's cool to the touch because it's not dirt, it's crystal. It's a phenomenal beach full of fun, clean, beauty, wildlife, everything you could want in a beach. Siesta Key Beach has it. Then we have Longboat Key Beach, which equally is beautiful. A little bit different sand, still has some quartz crystal, great for sand dollars, great for seeing bird watching. It's just a beautiful, long beach. Again, I mean, how many places can you go where you can walk for over 2 hours before you turn around to come back? Again, clear water, still a little quartz crystal in the sand, a little bit different sand. It's not surprising to walk by a great blue heron or egrets or have the terns come by in the water. Longboat Key Beach is amazing. We have Casey Key Beach. We have Lido Beach, which has a state park at the end of south end of Lido Key. And then the beach there where if you're a bird watcher, all the terns nest there in June. And by July, we start to see little baby terns, hundreds of them. And then they come out, and by August, they're starting to get their footing and their wings, and then off they go. So if you love nature and you love beaches and clear water, you will love Sarasota beaches. How can I not mention sports when I'm talking about Sarasota? We really have a lot of sports. Of course, first and foremost, we have water sports. We have so much water around us in Sarasota. So if you're a boater, you will love Sarasota. And it's not like other coastal cities where the water may be rough or the water may be really deep. Sarasota has a protected bay, an intracoastal, that's very close to the Gulf of Mexico. So whether you're a sailboater or power boating, whether you like kayaks or paddle boarding, we have a place in our waterways for all of that, which makes Sarasota and Sarasota Bay and Sarasota water sports really unique. We even have a little tiny mangrove island called Skiers Island. That's where you go if you're pulling somebody on a tube or you're pulling somebody on skis. That's the place on the Intracoastal where you teach them to ski. It's really phenomenal. Well, we have another water sport, rowing. We're really becoming well known for rowing at Nathan Benderson Park, where we hosted in 2017 the World Championship for rowing. Now, it's really getting known throughout the world. Olympic rowers train here in Sarasota. The college championships are here. The high school championship for the nation are here now at Nathan Benderson Park. So if you're a rower, you should really check out Sarasota. We have great rowing camps, great rowing programs, and all the rowers come here to practice. More sports. We host in the Ed Smith Stadium the Baltimore Orioles spring training, which is like baseball in miniature. It's so great. You are literally 2 feet away from the pro baseball players, and we love our baseball players, so we support the Baltimore Orioles. And then down in Northport, we have the brand new, just a year into it, the Braves spring training facility, the Cool Today Stadium. Now that is so fun. Huge stadium, again, feet from the baseball players. But if you want a fun afternoon during spring training, come down to Sarasota and watch the spring ball. Oh, I forgot to mention Sarasota Polo Club. Out by Lakewood Ranch, we have 130 acres where Sarasota Polo Club lives. They have a couple fields, and starting in December and really ramping up in January, February, all the way till Easter, where they have a big Easter egg, helicopter Easter egg drop. We have amazing polo, and teams from all over the South and the Southeast and Wellington, Florida, come and play on our Sarasota polo fields. It's a great way to especially enjoy a Sunday, which is when all the fun happens. But if you're a polo player or if you love to watch polo, you can do that in Sarasota. How could I forget? Of course we have golf. Now we have over 60 golf courses. So if you love golf, Sarasota is the place to be. We have one of the hardest golf courses around over at the Concession. We have a TPC golf course. We have a fun golf course that goes up and down the Gulf of Mexico and the bay over at Longboat. And of course, just being outside. There are so many things to do. Sarasota is all about indoor and outdoor living. And if you love living outdoors, Sarasota is the place to be. So I told you I'd talk about cost of living in Sarasota. The average cost of living in Sarasota is only slightly above the United States average cost of living. So it's actually a very affordable city. We're only 2.9% cost of living over the United States average. Now, granted, most of that is in housing because, again, if you remember, we have 40 miles of coastline. We have homes and properties that are very close to the Gulf of Mexico and water and beautiful waterways. So our property is very valuable and has appreciated over the last 18 months over 30%. So housing is going to be your largest cost in Sarasota County, and it's much less expensive than most major cities. We are 45% less expensive than New York City. We are 57% less expensive than San Francisco. We're 60% less expensive than San Diego. I lived there and my children were born there, but the second largest is probably healthcare, and we're only 11% over the average cost in the United States, only 11% over average. But we have amazing healthcare, by the way. We have the top cardiac surgeons and doctors in the state of Florida over at Sarasota Memorial Hospital, and they're building a cancer wing. And then just up the road in Tampa, we have, of course, a renowned cancer center, Moffitt Cancer Center. Back to costs. Transportation is basically average. Well, the cost of gas today was $4.89 a gallon. Of course, we have a lot going on with gas. I mean, it's June and we have the situation in Ukraine that's so unfortunate, and we have a lot happening that is causing gas to rise. But despite that, today's price was $4.89. In contrast to in the fall, it was $2.89. So over these last 6 months, because of everything going on in the country, we've seen a $2 a gallon rise. I would venture to say that's much less than California or New York. Utilities are average. Average apartment rent is going to be around $1,500. Rents are high here because people love to come. They love to come in season. They love to come in the summer. The cost of groceries is about 9% above the national average. The average cost of a house in May was $450,000, and that was up from the month before almost 6%. The average cost in April was $425,000. So despite everything and the uncertainty in the market and rising interest rates, Sarasota home values are still appreciating, and it's still a seller's market. We have less than a month of inventory. And have I told you about transportation? We have 5 airports near us. Of course, we have Sarasota International Airport, SRQ, which has all the major airlines, American, United, Delta. We also have Southwest, Frontier, Spirit, Breva, Allegiant, Avelo, JetBlue, Sun Country, Air Canada. We have so many flights. Even international flights that fly out of Sarasota. Then we have a St. Pete Clearwater Airport nearby. We have Tampa Airport 50 minutes away. We have Southwest Florida International Airport and Punta Gorda Airport, all within an hour to an hour and a half driving distance. So I promised if you watched to the end of the video, you would hear what was great about taxes if you moved to Sarasota and Sarasota County. First of all, state of Florida, residents enjoy a 0% tax burden as far as their personal income taxes. That means even on Social Security retirement benefits, pension income, and income from IRAs and Roth IRAs, they're all untaxed at the state level. While residents still pay federal income tax, these reliefs from no state income tax really adds up to a lot of savings. There's also no estate tax and no inheritance tax in Florida. Also, if you put your home in the homestead, when you're in Florida. That's a tax advantage that protects your home. Florida charges a 6% sales and use tax, and Sarasota County only adds 1% to that. So in Sarasota County, we have a total of 7% sales and use tax. So Sarasota County has one of the lowest millage rates in the state at 13.947%. The state's average is over 18%. So yet another reason to choose Sarasota to move to. So thank you for watching this video. Again, if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up or leave a comment below of what you'd like to hear more information about. Also, click the link below if you'd like a free guide to Sarasota. Hit subscribe if you like my videos, and hit the thumbs up if you like the content today. I really appreciate it.